Hi, I'm Laura Dugan. My research asks the question, what is it that governments do that contributes or helps prevent or exacerbates extremist violence or biased violence, violence that is motivated by some sort of ideology? I find this really interesting because from a criminological perspective, we think we understand the things that can help control violence through deterrence or other things. But because extremist violence is motivated by an ideology, there's a lot more complexity involved. A lot of people think they know how to control it, right? Just the same way we control crime. If we threaten that we'll give harsh punishments, then there should be less violence. However, what my research has shown and other research has shown is that that's not always true when we consider terrorist violence. In fact, harsh responses to terrorist violence, as we know from what has happened from September 11th attacks and the campaign in Afghanistan as well as in Iraq, is that violence begets violence. To really ask this question, I've worked very hard to collect data on a lot of the more nuanced actions that governments take all over the world, including Israel, the United States, the UK, Canada even, Lebanon, and some in Turkey and Algeria. What are the actions that they take that are a little bit more nuanced that might contribute to both the declines and the rise in extremist violence? And while these data collection efforts have been really fruitful in producing interesting results, it has been a labor of love, because back when I started this project, I relied on machine coding for efficiency, but I also needed human coding for accuracy. And so I'm very much looking forward to incorporating machine learning with the data I have in order to collect a lot more efficient and accurate data. Why I like this research is because it requires not just a sociological mindset, not just a political science mindset, not just a criminological mindset. It actually requires reading from communications literature. It requires collaborating with others from different disciplines. The more people that I talk to or collaborate with who have an expertise in things that may not be directly relevant to what I'm asking, but turns out are directly relevant to what I'm asking, the more we'll find out. And obviously this question is very relevant for today, because as we've seen in this country, there's been this shift of concern over the long period of time. But if we just look at what's happened since 9/11, we've been concerned about extremist violence coming from Islamic extremist groups. But with that focus, there's also been this backlash rise from the far right in this country. I'm hoping to collaborate with others here at Ohio State University to better understand the government's role in contributing to or preventing extremist violence and hate crimes against particular groups.